Once you get to experience what it's like to live in a smart home, you're going to learn to love living in a smart home. Trust me. Alexa, turn off the living room lights. Alexa, turn on the TV. Alexa, turn on living room color. Alexa, turn off the dining room.
As the Surfside Police Department prepares for the one-year remembrance of the Champlain condo building collapse, the department's newest officer is making sure everyone has support.
Here is an example of automation. Alexa, watch TV. Instead of each command, I created an automation that puts every command into one.
So thank you. We hope you like your work.
We finally reached the end of the video. Well, not quite yet. The last thing that I want to show you guys is the smart home security. Features that you can add to your smart home security system. There are so many different variables of different equipment and peripherals, all kind of custom tailoring that you can do. But I'm going to show you a couple of demonstrations that I have put together. And the rest is really left up to what you may want to put in your own home or what your imagination might put together. But without further ado, what I'm going to do in this demonstration is I'm going to use one of the Yolink sensors. And I did a video on that, and hopefully you got to see that. It was a great video. But anyway, I love doing this stuff. But anyway, what I'm going to do with that sensor is I'm going to use that to trigger a siren. And what happens is if an intruder comes in here, the siren, of course, will go off. Once the motion sensor picks up the motion, triggers the siren, and it'll also make these lights come on. But right now, I'm using the lights to film with, so you won't get to see that. But as a bonus, you'll have an audible that is warning the intruder that the police have been called and they're on their way. Now, that way you can also configure that to actually call the police, and you can actually have it trigger to have the police come out. So, you know, there's a couple of options you have right there. And for this one here, I just sort of like disabled it right now because I don't need them knocking on the door and interrupting this video. But I hope this is informative to you. But one other thing it will also do is give you a notification on your phone that the motion sensor has been triggered. So anyway, let me show you how this works. Here we go.
The police call has been called. The police have been called. The police are on the way here.
I just turned the siren off with my app here on the phone. That's something else you can also do. But as you can see, I got my notification here also. So there's a lot of things that you can integrate into a smart home system as far as security. But I'm going to show you one more when the cameras will also send a text message out. This is what I love doing, configuring smart home systems and custom tailoring to whatever your needs might be, whatever you want to do. It's funny, you know, you could even have the alarm trigger and the shades come down, or maybe the shades to go up. Like, hey, that's a thief right there, and your neighbor will see them. There's a myriad of different options that you can put together. And like I said, I love designing this and putting this together, but you can do it too. And it's not that hard, it's not that difficult. But if it runs into a little hiccup, all you have to do is reach out to us and see if we can fill in the gaps for you here at Designer Home Electronics. This is a notification of video in the garage. I triggered the lights to flash on the car to cause this notice. The notification is sent as a text and an email. Check out this switch from HomeSeer, a wall light switch. This has different LEDs on here that can be customized to give you different notifications around your home also. Now you should be able to understand the question that we posed in the beginning of the video. What is a smart home? We've covered control, we've covered automation, we covered security. 3 basic features of a smart home, but there's many more. And one of the views that we share amongst others in this industry is that every home should be a smart home. You wouldn't buy a house without indoor plumbing. You wouldn't buy a home without indoor electricity. So why buy a home without smart home features? Listen, when it comes down also to the cost associated to have a plumber come out and install a faucet or garbage disposal, when you think about the cost associated to have an electrician come out and install a light switch or a wall switch, well, think about that also when it comes to having your smart home features installed or having them implemented, integrated into your home, the cost associated with it. You'll find some items that are inexpensive, and you'll find some items that cost a little bit more. But what we're looking for is reliability, dependability. That's what we're looking for in our products that we want to integrate into our homes. And if you have any questions, just reach out to us here at Designer Home Electronics. You can email or you can call, and we'll respond as soon as we possibly can. If we don't pick up on the phone, leave a message. We might be busy. But anyway, like I always like to do when I end these videos, I like to end them with a tip. There's a lot of homeless people out there, and they were once babies, they were once toddlers, they were once children. And we all love babies, we all love children, we all love toddlers. So when you see a homeless person, take a couple of dollars, maybe a little bit of change, and help them out. And beyond that, ask them what their name is. And if you ask them what their name is, let them know you're going to pray for them. Because that's what we do. We take care of one another. We show love to one another because this is the human race. And this is how God created us, to be able to get along as we should be with one another. So, like I always say, smart people with smartphones have smart technology from Designer Home Electronics. Thank you.